Welcome everyone to this in-depth explainer. You know that feeling, right? Like you're constantly pushing this massive, incredibly heavy boulder up a steep hill. You're literally pouring your heart, your soul, and absolutely all of your energy into your work, your business, or your goals, but the universe? Well, it just isn't giving you the return on investment you know you deserve. It is exhausting, isn't it? Well, listen, you are definitely not alone in this. Today, we're unpacking some truly fascinating insights from a session with Astrologer. We're going to look at exactly why you might be dealing with this deeply frustrating reality of unrewarded hard work. And more importantly, we'll talk about the specific spiritual and astrological remedies you can actually use to turn things around. Okay, so let's get right to it. The core question we're tackling today is a massive, almost universal pain point for so many of us. Why exactly is your hard work going unrewarded? You're putting in the hours, you absolutely don't shy away from the struggle, but the fruit of your labor, that sweet reward we're all chasing is just nowhere to be found. Now, Zanjani offers a deeply empathetic, yet incredibly actionable approach to this whole struggle. Because honestly, it isn't just about trying harder or suddenly deciding to work 20-hour days. It's about stepping back and looking at your efforts and the energy surrounding them through a completely different lens.
So, let's dive into Section 1, the Taj Mahal perspective and shifting your viewpoint.
Before we just start blaming the universe or bad luck for everything, Zanjani really insists we take a hard look inward, and he uses this profoundly beautiful metaphor to explain it. Think about the Taj Mahal. If you or I go there today as a casual tourist, what do we actually see? We see a stunning marble building, right? A pleasant tourist spot. Incredible architecture for sure. But think about how Shah Jahan, the man who actually ordered its creation, viewed it. To him, it wasn't just some building. It was a literal monument of pure love. It was the final sacred resting place for his beloved wife. The immense, staggering effort he put into it was driven by deep personal meaning, not just because he wanted people to clap for him. So Zanjani poses this question to us. How are you viewing the Taj Mahal of your own life's work? Are you just treating your daily grind like some chore you resent, constantly complaining about your fate? Or are you building your life's work with love and purpose and genuine dedication?
Now, if you're sitting there feeling totally exhausted by the lack of results, there's this really deeply reassuring perspective. Your unbroken drive to keep working, that is actually a massive blessing in disguise. If you haven't given up, it essentially means the divine, Allah, has not taken away your will to strive. You aren't running away from the hard work, and the very capacity to just keep going is, in itself, proof that a reward is destined for you. Sure, it might be delayed, but the simple, undeniable fact that you're still in the arena trying means that the reward is going to come. For sure.
Moving right along to Section 2, a spiritual remedy, and clearing the negativity.
Let's shift gears from the mindset side of things into a highly practical spiritual remedy. If you feel like you're doing absolutely everything right, but still feel this heavy, negative block holding you back, advises a very specific practice to clear the air. Okay, here's how it works. Step 1, you take a small amount of clean water. Step 2, recite Auzubillah minash shaitan nirajim exactly 70 times over that water. Step 3, take a few drops of the water and literally sprinkle them right on your right and left shoulders. And then finally, step 4, take the remaining water and sprinkle it right on the main entrance, the main threshold of your home or your office, basically wherever you do your primary work. So it means that this practice is specifically designed to clear out negative energy, invisible burdens, and those negative forces that kind of build up over time and block our success in the environments where we spend the most time.
And what is the ultimate result of doing this ritual? It's really all about finding a profound peace of mind. So the people who actually perform this practice find that their heart just settles. They find true contentment. Whether the physical, material reward arrives tomorrow or maybe months from now, performing this ritual reinforces a deep spiritual assurance. It kind of lifts that heavy, invisible backpack off your shoulders and helps you deeply understand that no genuine effort you put out into the world goes completely unrewarded. It brings you this calm, unshakable certainty right in the middle of a chaotic struggle.
All right, Section 3, aligning with your nature and getting to the root cause.
So we've covered the mindset shift and a spiritual clearing, but what if the problem is completely foundational? Astrologer gives us this warning, and I quote, "Sometimes you are working against your own temperament for something that is not meant for you." I really want you to let that sink in for a second. You could literally be the hardest worker in the entire room, but if you are pushing against your natural disposition, what is called your mizaj or temperament, you're basically trying to swim upstream against a very strong current. This right here is a primary reason why relentless, exhausting hard work still fails to yield results.
You are simply trying to conquer a mountain you were never actually meant to climb in the first place.
So, how do you figure out your true temperament? Just using something called a zaicha. A zaicha is a traditional astrological chart. It's this ancient tool used to gain guidance and really understand which life paths align best with your innate natural nature. When you feel completely and utterly disconnected from your current career, or if your efforts are just failing no matter what you do, consulting a zaicha can provide a literal map back to yourself. It's all about discovering your innate strengths and making absolutely sure you aren't wasting your precious, limited energy on paths that fundamentally clash with who you are.
Which brings us to Section 4, navigating tough times and looking at the timeline.
Before you go and completely rethink your entire career path, we do have to acknowledge the broader astrological context that we are all living in right now. And the number 3 is absolutely vital here. Janjani warns that sometimes there are simply periods of difficult astrological conditions where our efforts just feel universally blocked.
And right now, we happen to be in a 3-month phase of exactly that. It's basically like bad weather in the cosmos. I really want to validate your frustration here. If you feel like absolutely nothing is working right now, you are not imagining it. Most people are experiencing this exact same stall. Advice here is incredibly straightforward: endurance. Do not make drastic, panic-driven changes while the planetary conditions are this rough. Keep your head down, do the work, and just ride out the storm.
Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. I really want to leave you with this provocative question to chew on. Are you building your life's Taj Mahal with love, or are you just grinding away working entirely against your own nature? Maybe take a step back today. Reevaluate your current path. Are you just enduring a temporary 3-month cosmic storm, or have you been ignoring your true temperament for years now? Try shifting your perspective, clear out that negative energy, and start aligning your immense, hard-working energy with the path you are actually meant to walk. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and until next time, keep building your Taj Mahal.